Good morning, everyone. I hope you all can hear me and see me clearly. Please write yes in the chat if I'm clearly audible. Good morning, good morning. Thank you for the confirmation. Good morning, Devin sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, Amit, I can hear you. I hope I'm audible.
Yes, sir, you are clearly audible. You can take a minute to settle down and then we are good to go.
Yes, sure. So I'll just share my screen and on my video.
Sure, sure. So, morning, everyone. Welcome to the morning session. My name is Anuj Sharma. I am your host and community manager working at Motilal Oswal. आज हमारे दो सेशंस हैं आफ्टर दिस सेशन दो एक्सपायरीज हैं टेक्निकली तीन सेशंस हैं वन इज एट 11:30 a.m. which is around stock the stock. Then we have 2:30 p.m. Sensex expiry, and at 6 p.m. we have commodity expiry session. So don't forget to join in. Madhur sir will be taking the afternoon session, and then we'll have Ashish sir who will be taking the evening session. Apologies, it's not. Yeah, it's not Ashish sir. Harsh Doshi sir will be taking the crude oil pre-expiry session today. So today we have four sessions, and this week we'll have a special session with Arpit Veriwal sir on option strategies. The event is already scheduled. Feel free to check it out. What to do with the given BTST call? Good morning, ABB or Bank of Baroda. So welcome Deven sir. We are all set. We'll start with the market outlook, index overview, support, resistance for Sensex, Nifty, Bank Nifty, and then we are good to go with the queries.
Okay, sure. So we'll start with Nifty. Firstly, I hope my screen is visible, right?
Yes, sir. Your screen is visible.
Okay, so we'll start with Nifty. Before that, a very happy Makar Sankranti to everyone, those who have joined, and it's a start of the festival season for this year. So a very happy Makar Sankranti. We'll start with Nifty. Yesterday we have seen a breakdown in Nifty. Nifty has broken its support levels of 23,350 levels, and we have seen that it was trading below that. It went down towards 23,000 levels, odd levels. It bounced back from 23,050 levels. Overall, we can see there is a kind of oversold thing in Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. Bank Nifty is more weaker than Nifty. We have spoken many times about that. So overall, there is no strength in Nifty. Yesterday, in the intraday, we have seen that Nifty attempted to bounce back and cross the levels of 23,350, but a rejection was seen from higher levels and there is no follow up buying, right? So overall there is a weakness and we can see a continuous down move in Nifty. So on the lower side now, 23,000 will be the support, that is a psychological level, and also there is a huge amount of open interest addition in put side. So I think 23,000 will act as a support for Nifty. On the higher side, as discussed, 23,350 is the resistance. So we can see a good move on the higher side only if it sustains closes above 23,350 levels. Till then, there is a sell on rise kind of a sentiment today. Also, in the initial 15-20 minutes, we have seen a bounce back above 23,200, where but Nifty was unable to sustain at that particular level, and we have seen that it is coming down towards its day's low. So I think there is no strength. The follow buying is missing on the higher side. We can see some sideways move. There can be increase in volatility after yesterday's down move. So एक breakdown है. थोड़ा सा cautious रहना चाहिए. View cautious रहेगा. रिजल्ट सीजन की शुरुआत हो चुकी है. एचसीएल टेक में कल का दिन जो रिजल्ट आया, इसके बाद एक एचसीएल टेक में एक बड़ा ब्रेकडाउन देखने मिल रहा है. Stock was moving higher since many days, but after results, I think it has broken down its support levels and it is down by more than 10%. So overall, the strength is missing in the market. IT counters were showing some strength, but again with HCL Tech's result, we have seen some profit booking in IT sector. So overall view is not that bullish as of now, and the cautious view. There will be stock specific action as the result season has started. So we'll just cover Bank Nifty as well first, and after that we'll go with some queries and also we'll check about Sensex levels. So Bank Nifty index, as I have discussed, that it is weaker. It was weaker, and it was in trading into an oversold zone. So today we have seen a bounce back in this particular counter. 48,550 is the current market price on the lower side. Yesterday's low can act as a support, which is around 47,950 levels. So 47,950, 48,000 would be the support for Bank Nifty now. We can see bounce back in this particular index, but I think it will get bullish only if it sustains above 49,300, 49,500 levels. So it is approx 800 to 1,000 points away from the resistance level, and it is just a bounce back, and we do not see any reversal level. We can see in the charts that RSI was into the oversold zone, and hence we have seen bounce back in Bank Nifty, and it is up by 1%. But the follow up buying above 49,500 will say that the Bank Nifty has reversed. Till then, the view is sell and rise in Bank Nifty as well. So definitely, those who are stuck in some of the banking stocks, the weaker bank stocks, should uh, uh, try to exit on this bounce, and we can further initiate fresh buying when there is a good reversal in the banking counters. So those who are trading for short term should trade with a strict stop loss, and these are the levels for Nifty as well as Bank Nifty. uh, as far as Sensex is concerned, there is a resistance around 77,000 levels. I'll be flashing the chart, but the chart will be not the updated one. Reason being, there is no updated chart of Sensex on TradingView. Okay, so this is the chart of Sensex. On the higher side, there is a resistance around 77,000 levels. That level has been broken down by Sensex yesterday, and we have seen a bounce back today. Until and unless it do not closes above 77,000, there is a sell and rise kind of a sentiment in Sensex as well. So these are the levels, and we'll be giving any trade if it comes on radar. Till then, we can take some stock ways as well.
So stocks on radar for intraday.
Okay, there are some stocks on radar, but as we have seen that market is not sustaining on the higher side, so we'll wait. And if we find any particular trade for intraday, then we'll definitely recommend. Till then, we will wait for some good move in the either side, so that we can take some good quality stocks for intraday as well.
Got it, sir. Sir, any strikes on radar for Sensex?
Okay, so Sensex, we will be tracking put options only as of now. So we have 76,700 strike on our radar. So 76,700 will be the strike on our radar. We will wait for any move in the either direction, and will accordingly enter that particular trade. So that is the strike on our radar, and we'll be looking at that particular strike only. It is currently trading around 170 levels. If we see some bounce back from these levels, and if Nifty and Sensex weakens further, then we will be entering the trade. Till then, we will just track this trade. It is trading around 170, 175 levels right now.
So I guess we can start with the stock queries.
Yes, sure.
Sir, what to do with the given call of BTST for Bank of Baroda and ABB India?
Okay, so I think Bank of Baroda has given a breakdown, and it is retesting its levels. I think this was a sell call recommended yesterday. Those who are holding should hold with a strict stop loss. The overall PSU banking stocks, we have seen that there is a bounce back, and as we have discussed about Bank Nifty, that the Bank Nifty was trading in an oversold zone. So there is a kind of a bounce back in Bank Nifty after yesterday's US market up move. Right. So I think those who are holding should hold with a strict stop loss. On the higher side, I'll just mention the resistance, that is 224. If it crosses the 224 level, one should exit the BTST, the STBT call basically, which was given as a sell, and will just should hold with a stop loss as given. And I think there will be further bearishness in the counter up to the lower levels of 213. So one can wait with a stop loss. And can you just mention the other stock which you said?
Sir, ABB India.
Okay, so counter is weak. I think again this was the STBT call yesterday given. The counter is weak. There is a breakdown below 6,400 odd levels, and currently it is trading at 6156. So I think this stock can correct more towards 5,955 levels. So 5,955 is the further support for this particular counter. Those who are short on this particular counter can hold. And I think as it is STBT call, the stop loss can be trailed to today's high, which is around 6255 levels. So I think यहाँ से 100 पॉइंट का रिस्क लेके एक स्टॉप लॉस के साथ होल्ड करना चाहिए. हो सकता है ये स्टॉक फर्दर नीचे जो है सपोर्ट लेवल्स के आसपास आ सकता है, विच इज अराउंड 5950 लेवल्स. तो होल्ड करना चाहिए.
Sir, view on Biocon 380 call.
Okay, so overall pharma sectors में correction है, लेकिन Biocon is holding. I think 380 is the call option. If anyone has purchased, can hold definitely. अच्छा counter है. I think those who are trading options should hold the option with a strict stop loss. I think today's low is the support for this particular counter, which is around 370. So if a stock comes down below 370, one should exit the call option. And on the higher side, there is a resistance around 388 levels. So if stock reaches towards the 388 levels, one should book their profits in this particular counter, as the overall market is weak and Biocon is showing some strength. So I think 370 is the stop loss for the spot levels, and can hold the option. 388 is the resistance. One should try to book profits at that particular levels.
Sir, view on Ereda.
Okay, so counter is holding its support levels. तो इरडा support levels hold कर रहा है 196, 195. एक trailing stop loss रखना चाहिए stock में, and one should wait for the reversal. On the higher side, there are multiple resistance around 225, 230 के zone में. तो ऊपर में resistance है, नीचे में support है, stock sideways trend कर रहा है. तो 195 के एक stop loss से hold कर सकते हैं. अगर प्रॉफिट में है तो बुक कर लेना चाहिए, क्योंकि मार्केट साथ नहीं दे रहा. मार्केट इज नॉट दैट शोइंग सम स्ट्रेंथ, बट डेफिनेटली ऊपर 230 के लेवल्स क्रॉस होगा तो एक अच्छा मूव देखने मिलेगा स्टॉक में. सो 195 कैन बी द स्टॉप लॉस.
Sir, CDSL 1540 strike at 101. Your view, please.
Okay, so CDSL, is it call option or put option? I think they
They have
haven't
not.
mentioned that
Yeah.
particular thing. But if it is put option, then can hold, as we have seen a breakdown below 1590 levels. 1590 के नीचे थोड़ा सा bearish हुआ है स्टॉक. ओवरऑल कल के दिन में भी वीकनेस देखा था. आज मार्केट बाउंस के साथ एक हल्का सा बाउंस है. On the lower levels, I think 1425 is the next support levels for this particular counter. थोड़ा नीचे आ सकता है stock. So if it is put option, then should hold with a stop loss, and if it is call option, then one should try to exit on bounce.
Sir, view on okay, we have taken IREDA. SBI.
Okay, so again, as we have discussed about Bank Nifty and some PSU banking stock, SBI is also the same counter which has shown weakness for many days, and it was into an oversold zone. From the support levels, it is showing some bounce back on the lower side. 720 is the strong support. Below that, it will further get bearish. Till it's hold above 420 levels, one can hold this particular counter, and if it breaks that particular level, one should exit. On the higher side, there are multiple resistance, 790 to 810. There are multiple resistance in this particular range. So if it breaks this particular range and trades above 810, we can see a good up move in this particular counter. Those who are holding for long term can definitely hold or average on the support levels as well. Those who want to hold for long term.
सर गोदरेज का 1140 पुट होल्ड कर रहा हूँ, व्हाट टू डू?
Godrej property consumer, can you just elaborate that?
So guys, this is the second time it's happening. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ कि please ensure कि आपकी query detailed हो so that we can give you more accurate answer. Now we'll have to eventually skip this question. Sir, Anadi
Okay,
Enterprise
so I
20.
think that can be a Godrej consumer product. I'm just guessing that stock can be a Godrej consumer product. So I think if it is, yeah, it is put option, right? So put option can be hold. Overall, some of the uh, consumer goods like FMCG counters are showing strength, like ITC and Hindustan Unilever, HUL. But I think it is backed off from the resistance level in Godrej CP. So I think put option can be hold with a stop loss. Today's high will be the stop loss. I think if it breaks these particular levels, then we can see some further bearishness in this particular counter. So there is a support around 1137 levels. So if it approaches that particular levels, one can book their profits as it is a support, and we can see some bounce back from that particular level, and one can hold with a stop loss of days high.
Sir, Adani Enterprise 23,000 call at 83.
2300 call at 83. Okay, so I think Adani Enterprise have shown some bounce back today, and I think this call must have bought today itself. So one can hold, and the overall chart structure is not that good. It is bouncing from the support levels. There are multiple news flows every time in Adani counter, so one should hold with a strict stop loss. And I think on the higher side, there is resistance around 2350 levels. So if it approaches 2350, one should try to book their profits in call option, as the overall counter has weakness, but we have seen a bounce back with market in this particular counter. So Adani Enterprise, one can hold the call option for the target of 2350. If it approaches that level, one should book profit, and the stop loss can be trailed and it can be kept at 2275 levels. If this level breaches, then one should exit the Adani Enterprise call option.
Sir, view on ONGC for short term view. Can we expect it to can we expect it to cross 300 levels in the new term?
I think there is a resistance around 260 right now for the intraday. And overall, if we see this particular counter, we have seen a kind of a reversal, but there was a sharp sell-off from the resistance of 275 levels. There is a strong resistance at 275. Until and unless stock do not cross 275 level, we will be not seeing 300 levels. So I think 275 is a strong resistance, and on the lower side there is a support around 245 levels, and on the lower side 245 230 is the next strong support. So 245, if it breaks that particular level, it can come down towards 230 levels. On the higher side, there is a resistance around 275.
Sir, Adani Wilmer.
Okay, so the counter is going in an oversold zone. It is already reached its oversold zone levels. There is no strength in this particular counter. There are multiple news flows in Adani stocks, and the Adani Wilmar stock reacts negative if it has any news in the group. So I think on the lower side, 225 can be the levels one should watch out for, and one should try to exit this particular counter on every bounce. 300 295 will act as a resistance. It is moving down towards its IPO level, so I think there is no strength in this particular counter, and one should try to exit on bounce.
Sir, any intraday calls?
Yeah, right. There is one counter in on my radar. I'll just share the levels of that particular counter for intraday. So RK Forge is the counter one can look for. I'll just share you the levels. So yesterday we have seen this counter has given a profit booking, but it has managed to hold the support and it has closed above the support levels. So I think there can be a follow-up buying in this particular counter. It is trading at 938 levels right now. One can buy this particular counter at CMP with a stop loss of 927 for the target of 980. Okay, so one can look this particular counter for intraday. It is trading at 938 odd levels. Can buy with a stop loss of 927 for the target of 980.
Sir, I'm just repeating the trade. RK Forge intraday buy near 938, stop loss 927, and target is 980.
Yes, correct.
Sir, your view on IRFC.
Yeah, sure. I think with the index, even this counter has given a breakdown yesterday. There was a low of around 132 and it has broken yesterday and it has closed below that particular level. So I think the structure is weak today with the markets. We have seen a bounce back in this particular counter. On the lower side, there is a support around 120 levels. So those who are holding for long term, 120 is the support for this particular counter, and on the higher side there are multiple resistances for this particular counter. It is around 140 levels, and above that there is a resistance around 150 160. On every I think every higher levels there is a resistance for this particular counter. So those who are holding to for short to medium term, try to exit on bounces, and those who are holding for long term can hold with a stop loss.
Sir, your view on Suzlon.
Okay, so this is one of the counter we regularly discuss on Stockholm when we are live, and we have told that multiple times. We have told that there is a strong support around 54 levels. With the market correction, the stock has moved on the lower side, but haven't broken 54 levels. तो 54 के नीचे अगर जाता है तो exit कर लेना चाहिए. Those holding from lower levels, 54 should be the strict stop loss for those who are holding from lower levels. On the higher side, 65 is the resistance. If it crosses above 65, then we can see a good up move in this particular counter. The resistance are shifting lower, but support is intact. So 54 is the support, 65 is the resistance.
Sir, any option trade?
So as of now, we are tracking some of the stocks as well as index, but index is not sustaining on the higher side. Some of the stocks which have shown some bounce back are still holding their level. So there is no particular option trade right now. But if I find any, I'll recommend and we'll wait for the setup.
तो जोमेटो का कितने पर करेंगे सेल?
जोमेटो अगर शॉर्ट टर्म के लिए किसी ने परचेस किया है तो आई थिंक एग्जिट कर लेना चाहिए. कल के दिन एक ब्रेकडाउन देखने मिला स्टॉक में, एक बहुत ही स्ट्रॉन्ग सपोर्ट था अराउंड 240 लेवल्स एंड इट हैज ब्रोकन दैट पर्टिकुलर लेवल. So I think those who are holding for short to medium term can try to exit on bounce, and those who are holding for long term can definitely hold. And on the lower side there is a support around 210 levels. 210 के नीचे स्टॉक नहीं जाना चाहिए. On the higher side now 230 will 240 will act as a resistance for this particular counter.
So this will be the last query for the day. Your view on NTPC?
Okay, so again, the counter is in the controls of bears. The stock has shown some bounce back from the support levels of 295 levels. 295 अगर होल्ड करता है तो one can hold. It is into an oversold territory where we are seeing some bounce back. The reversal will get confirmed only if it sustains above 330 odd levels. 330 के ऊपर सस्टेन करेगा तभी कोई रिवर्सल के संकेत आएंगे, तब तक कोई रिवर्सल नहीं है स्टॉक में. ऑन द लोअर साइड सपोर्ट के साथ जो होल्ड करना चाहते हैं वो होल्ड कर सकते हैं. 290 295 is the support levels for this particular count.
So guys, that will be all for the day. We have 3 more sessions today. Sensex expiry, pre-good or expiry, and stock to stock at 11:30 a.m., 2:30 p.m. and 6 p.m. respectively. Don't forget to join in and see you all again. Thank you everyone. Thank you.